about moving into the starting role again?
Oh, it's gonna be a great opportunity. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of key guys from last year, but by losing a lot of guys had to step in. So this year, it's like myself, Whit Mayberry, Scott Silverstein, Joel Eifert. A lot of the guys have a great opportunity to step in and do big things for this program.
How much does having that experience from starting a little bit your first year kind of help you now?
It helps out a lot. Coach also helped me out freshman year by giving me a couple key starts. Against Coastal, against Miami. So I have a couple key starts down underneath my belt. But every team's different. You have to have the same mentality for every single team every time you go out there. So it's gonna be a fun year.
What's the biggest change, the biggest adjustment you've had to make?
I have to say just knowing just to get out as early as possible. Kind of when you're a reliever, the mentality might be a little different, but when you're a starter, you definitely want to be out there for 6th, 7th inning instead of just being out there for 1 and 2. So you have to be able to get people out as quick as possible so they don't see you, and the second or third time around the line, they can't really hit you as hard.
Is that difficult to get used to? I mean, obviously.
Not when you have a pitching coach like Coach K's, and our head coach Branden Kline. They emphasize getting out as quickly as possible, being efficient with your pitches. So you're able to stay in there in the 6th and 7th instead of being out in the 4th or 5th inning.
Is your off-season throwing program any different?
The only difference really there is maybe just throwing a little more. For the most part, it's the same thing. Just tossing. Pretty much the only big thing is just throwing more during games instead of throw 90 instead of 30 or 45 pitches, something like that, just to extend it a little bit more.
Did you take any momentum from last year, or is the slate wiped clean?
Use everything as a learning tool. So everything that happened last year, from the beginning of the season to the middle of the season to the very end of the season, use it all as a learning tool. All the guys that left, learned a lot from them, like Danny and Tyler and Will. So it'll be a really fun year.
Is it weird kind of looking around and so many new faces?
It is, especially when we first got here in the fall. Just looking around the locker room and going I don't know you, I don't know you, I don't know you. and then being there's one I actually do know. So it was, it was a little adjustment period, but all the guys are growing up pretty fast, and they're learning everything a lot faster than we did as freshmen. So it should be a fun year.
How do they look?